Portland Trailblazers, located in Portland, Oregon, an organization that has been around since the NBA-ABA merger in 1976. A team that has won a championship the year following that merger in 1977 and has a total of 3 conference finals titles in 1977, 1990, and 1992. Since that time, the Blazers have had eras that have yet to come close to getting the championship. The Greg Oden, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Brandon Roy era, the mid to late 2000s being one of which they had went 50-12 in, but had ended due to injuries to the guys of Brandon Roy and Greg Oden. Post that trio was the most infamous Damian Lillard era. Him and LaMarcus were a young duo in 2012 to 2015 until LaMarcus departed to go to San Antonio. Lastly, the closest to do it was the CJ McCollum Dame Dolla era, where they had gone to the Western Conference Finals but had gotten swept by the Warriors in that 2019 season. And a few years later, that duo fell apart, with CJ McCollum getting traded to the Pelicans in 2022 for a package of Josh Hart, Tomas Satoransky, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Didi Louzada, yeah, who is that? And a 2022 protected first with 2 future second-rounders. Eventually, after that, the 2022-2023 offseason, Dame Lillard had requested a trade, and his wish got granted. Before the 2023-24 season had started, getting traded in a 3-team swap where the Bucks got Dame, the Blazers got DeAndre Ayton, Toumani Camara, Drew Holiday, 2029 first, a 2-pick swaps, and the Suns received Grayson Allen, Keon Johnson, Nasir Little, and Yusuf Nurkic. Eventually trading Drew to Boston for Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, 24 first via the Warriors, which they had traded on draft day to Washington, and a 2029 unprotected first rounder. Since those trades, the Blazers have been one of the bottom teams in the league and have been there since the departure of Dame Lillard in that 2023 offseason. Whereas we are now today, in July of 2024, the Blazers have a very hopeful young and gunning roster that can truly do damage at full health. Now they still have guys like Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, Anthony Simons, and DeAndre Ayton, who you maybe would let go of or in a year or two get rid of Ayton, that they should still trade to commit to their core right now. Although you might consider keeping Simons maybe as your PG1 or your shooting guard, but as your core guys that they need and should build around are Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, Donovan Clingan, and Deni Avdija, who they traded for on draft day, which was an absolute win-win for both teams, in which they traded veteran Malcolm Brogdon, the 14th pick, which became Bub Carrington, a 2029 pick from Portland, which is second most favorable, and 2 seconds in 2020 and 2030 for Deni Avdija from Washington, which I love for Portland a ton because they have 4 great guys as a core who are all 23 and younger and are all mainly can play different spots on the floor for you. So from what I'm seeing, you can get a pick for Jeremy Grant or young talent. Robert Williams will at least get you something in return. If not, you could just keep him. Simons can definitely get you 2 picks and something for the now. And if you trade Ayton, you will definitely at least get something of value for him in your eyes. Blazers also have guys such as Chris Murray, Jabari Walker, Ryan Rupert, and Toumani Camara. You never know could play an enter-the-bench/role player type option for your team and core in the next upcoming years. I truly have a great belief for this squad because we all know Scoot has a chance to be actually good. Shaedon Sharpe is still 21 years old and has great athleticism. Deni is something like he can play Aaron Gordon type role where he could flourish on this squad when they start becoming a play-in/playoff team. Donovan Clingan is a good defensive center to have and can adapt nicely on offense, and you still have guys in this upcoming draft in 2026 that you could build around and put in this young core, and the unknown pieces you can get for someone like Jeremy Grant or Anthony Simons. This Blazers core truly gives me hope, and with the West right now, that the Blazers for sure in 2 or 3 years can be a great lock for a playoff team. Teams such as the Suns, Clippers, Warriors, and Lakers within 2 years will lose their best players due to age and no hope for the future, and teams like the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Kings could be split up. There's also a chance Luka or Jokic don't want to be in their teams anymore, and Dallas and Denver both can fall. So with what I'm saying, the only teams that are locked in 2-3 years are going to be in the playoffs year in, year out are the Thunder, the Wolves, the Spurs, the Rockets, and maybe even the Utah Jazz, which would be a play-in spot. So I almost guarantee the Blazers will be at worst a 7 to 9 seed in the West in 2 to 3 years, and at best could be the 3 to 4 seed, and maybe not even have that guy established for them. Saying all this, my take for the Blazers could flop if they never truly are able to build a good enough team around those core guys today, but I feel like this is a slim chance and that there is brave hope for them because they might be able to get that one free agent in 2025 or 2026 that could change their culture, and maybe they would be able to reach the finals again, and then join the 2-time championship franchise club and cement themselves as a champion once again. And no matter what, there should be hope knowing that they have amazing pieces and a way to get there someday. With the best players in the world getting older and having an amazing core ready will bring you a long way. With nothing else to say, thanks for watching and deuces to y'all.